by, and online at rocklandnews.com. Thanks for joining us today. Here are your hosts, Tom Osa and Mike Kluger.
Snowpocolypse 2026 continues in Rockland County. We just had Town of Stony Point Supervisor Amy Conklin-Stam giving us updates on their efforts at the Highway Department up in that neck of the woods. Next up, we have Town of Clarkstown Supervisor George Holman. Thanks for joining us on Rockland News today.
Happy to be with you, Tom. Hope everybody's doing well.
Absolutely. So what's going on? How's it going in your neck of the woods?
So a lot of snow. I loved how you promoted it. It's Snowpocolypse. It's the most amount of snow we've gotten in quite some time. We're well over a foot down here in Clarkstown. In fact, our highway superintendent thinks we're probably 14, 15, 16 inches, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
It's been steady and consistent. The difficulty obviously is we have 56 plow routes, covering our 300 miles worth of roads. And so when you have snow coming down an inch or to 2 inches per hour, and it takes you a couple hours to get through a plow route, it looks like, the plows just aren't, keeping up, but it is what it is. I mean, literally, we could have double the number of snow plows and we'd still have accumulation given the amount of snow that has been falling per hour. So hopefully things will it'll start to slow down a little bit, but our guys are keeping up with it. The roads are passable. We're just telling everybody to please stay off the roads, because, these are not great conditions and it's just a lot of snow. I can tell you also, we did have a fire in the town, happened early afternoon, late morning. It was at 609 Broadway in Upper Nyack, which is the village of Upper Nyack within the town of Clarkstown. We had five fire departments that responded. The Nyack Fire Department, they're the scene commanders. The Congers, Valley Cottage, Piermont, and West Nyack fire departments all responded, as did multiple ambulance corps, as did Rockland paramedics and the Clarkstown police. There was one injury. The fire department was able to contain the fire. The residents were not able to stay. And unfortunately, one fireman was injured, at the scene. Yeah, so we're not announcing that yet, but one firefighter injured a leg at the scene. So yeah, he's fine. It's but there was one injury. So literally, I do want to thank all of our when you think about it, in these horrible conditions, battling a fire at the same time. I want to thank all our volunteer firefighters because as everybody. All these fire departments within the Rockland County are volunteer firefighters. And, so these folks are out there, as volunteers, and every one of our fire departments staffed up. So they actually called their folks in and had them stay at the firehouse, ready to be dispatched. And so I want to thank them for their efforts. And then again, thank you to all the volunteer ambulance corps and our paramedics and our police. And of course, goes without saying, all of our plow drivers. So, like I said, stay off the roads. It's a lot of snow, that's out there. And, just realized tomorrow it's going to be a bit of a messy commute as well. So, and we'll be cleaning this up for the next couple of days.
Yeah, pretty much. I was just outside right before we got on the live stream with you and Amy Conklin-Stam, and I mean, just shoveling out there for a half hour. I'm sure when I get back out there, there's still gonna be accumulation right where I shoveled.
Yeah,
so, yeah, digging out for a while, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I will tell you just a couple of things. So our mini trans bus service, Clarkstown's the only town with our own busing service. So our mini trans bus service is is suspended for at least tomorrow morning. We're hoping to have afternoon service, but it's going to be suspended, at least until 1 o'clock tomorrow. The recycling and garbage collection, the Monday pickups within the town of Clarkstown are suspended. So your next pickup for garbage or recycling will be your next scheduled pickup. So our apologies on that, but there's no way we're going to be able to get garbage haulers out there safely to be able to pick up trash, and even more importantly, um, you know, um, whatever people put out, overnight will be buried in the snow. So,
Yeah.
so that's suspended. We also canceled our 3 senior clubs that meet tomorrow. The community centers, our aim is to have them open and running, but we've canceled all scheduled activities within the community centers tomorrow. So a lot of cancellations in the town, and I believe every school district in Rockland has canceled school for tomorrow. So
News
you
12
know,
reported on just about every one of the school districts. I'm going to double check in a little while, but I think they're all
yeah,
closed.
yeah. So as I said, the other thing people should realize is, with this amount of snow, wherever you go, maybe the roads are going to be clear and parking lots will be clear. But one of the things, you can already clearly see, and I've seen since just a few hours into the storm, many of the commercial stores' parking lots have large mounds of snow that are piled in different places in the parking lots. That becomes a sight distance issue. It's definitely going to become something people should be careful about when you're driving in parking lots. I can't tell you how many times we have minor fender benders because somebody, is not really paying attention, and they're come out from behind, a huge pile of snow that's in a parking lot area. So we're going to be more than likely on some of our downtown areas over the next couple of days, probably Tuesday night, Wednesday night, we'll probably be removing mounds of snow from some of our downtown areas, to make it safer. I'm not certain that, that always happens with all of our commercial parking lots. And, so we'll have our building inspectors and code enforcement officers and police out just monitoring, situations if they become problematic over the next couple of days. But just, be careful when the snow is over and the cleanup is, the roads are open and people are going to be antsy to get out because they've been home for the better part of 2 days.
Mhm.
One of the things that folks should just remember is that if you're out and about, near certain intersections, you could have site obstructions in commercial parking lots and things of that nature. So just encourage folks to drive safely and cautiously, and also just realize that given the cold weather, we're likely to have icing conditions over the next several days. So we have plenty of salt right now, but and we've ordered more, and so hopefully we'll start getting deliveries again within the next couple of days. But as I said, um, some of these conditions are going to be more challenging, and there are hazards that are out there that people need to just be aware of, particularly with the piled up snow in commercial parking lots and at various intersections.
Without a doubt. Well, Town of Clarkstown Supervisor George Holman, thank you for being on Rockland News on this Snowpocalypse Day. We appreciate that you gave us those updates, and stay warm this evening. It's going to be quite a chilly evening, and hopefully it's not going to be too much heavy lifting tomorrow morning.
You as well, Tom, and I'll be on News 12 tomorrow morning at the 6 o'clock hour, giving an update. And you can follow us on our all of our social media platforms, George Homan or Town of Clarkstown, and we'll be providing some additional updates over the next couple of days. Thanks so much, Tom.
All right, great. Thank you very much, George Holman. And again, thank you to our sponsors of Rockland News. We have Yabu Fence Company, Dana Pest Control, located in Tompkins Cove, New York. Easy Temp for all your ice machine and commercial refrigeration repairs. Kobe Sushi with their Jazz Music Lounge in New City, New York. Susan Bover from Coldwell Banker Realty. Lauren Molino Muller from Howard Hanna Rand Realty. Whole Shot Bagels, 99 Signs, FC Perfection, Clean Space Maintenance Management Company, and the New York Boulders baseball team. We'll be right back with highway department updates.